It did not work at all. He got a few coins here and there, but nothing very much. Why did it not work? Why did it not work? Because I'm blind, please help was whose world? Is whose world? It's the blind person's world. All the people walking out there, it was very easy not to see, not to feel impacted or ignore that message because it's that person's world. It's not my world. It's that person's world. It's not my world. And it's very easy. And it happens to us every time at work, right? Oh, not every time, but sometimes at work. You go with an idea and the person says, you know, or your boss or the decision maker says, you know what, that's not mine. That is actually HR's problem. Can you go speak to HR, please? Oh, that's marketing, right? Don't bring it to sales. That's marketing's issue. Please go and talk to marketing. Or it's R&D, right? Why? Because it doesn't feel like it's their idea. Yeah, it doesn't feel like that it's their idea. Right? I'm blind, please help. Now, let's take a look at the second message. The second message was very nicely put as, can someone remember what the second message is? Anyone? Let's see how we're doing. Okay, second message is, it's a beautiful day, I can't see it. Very nice, yeah, but I can't see it, yeah? So what about this second message? It's a beautiful day. Yeah, I'm looking up, it's a beautiful day. So what has the message done? The message has gone into the world of the decision maker. So the blind person, I, the blind person, have gone into your world and I am now speaking about your world. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful day. So everyone who's walking there will look up and say, yeah, it is a beautiful day. It's not raining, it's nice, cool weather. We are outside, we are able to walk around, we're able to have coffee with our friends, meet our friends and chit chat and laugh. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. So I have stepped into your world. And the second part is this, I have now pulled you into my world, but I can't see it. I can't see it. So I have first stepped into your world. I have told you about your world, decision maker, and now I am going to pull you into my world and tell you what my world is about, right? And what we call this technique is case and then lead, right? Case and then lead, right? So I have gone into your world and I've told you, so I am now talking about your space, Mr. Decision Maker or Ms. Decision Maker. I am explaining it to you, I'm pacing you, I'm walking in line with you. Once I have done that, I am now going to pull you into my world. And when that happens, anyone who is listening to you cannot but follow you, all right? And it was done very, very neatly, just 2 sentences. It's a beautiful day, but I cannot see it. You have made the connection with your decision maker. You have made the idea connected to your decision maker by first stepping into their world. All right, so that is tip number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Pace your decision maker and then start leading them to a new place. If you start going to the new place without pacing them, what people will do is say, stop, 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 stop. I don't want to go there, all right? Take someone else there, right? It's like when you meet a friend and you want to go out to have a meal together and you meet in some place in, Phnom Penh or Siem Reap or wherever you are right now. And when your friend comes when you're together, you grab your friend's hand and say, come, let's go to this restaurant. All right. As much as you are very, very close as friends, your friend will automatically say, wait a minute, hold on, they'll pull back. And similarly with your decision maker, if you don't pace them, you don't align first, they are going to hold back. They're going to pull and say, wait a minute, where are we going? Right? So pace and then lead is tip number 2. Okay. Here's tip number 3. 0 objections. When you first start with introducing your idea, you need to start with 0 objection. It's a beautiful day. So the people who have eyesight and they're looking at it, they will say, yeah, it's a beautiful day. 0 objection. Some people will nod, yep, it is a beautiful day. Right? But I can't see it. Blind person, I can't see it. People will nod. 0 objections. 0 objections is very important in the first 2 minutes when you are talking about your big idea. All right? 0 objections makes the person align. We're talking about alignment, right? It's a beautiful day. Yep, I can see it, I can hear it. All evidence points to it's a beautiful day. No objections. I'm not going to interrupt. I'm not going to ask any question. But I, blind man, cannot see it. I am not going to object to that either because it's obvious you cannot see it. So 0 objection is tip number 2, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So what you want to say in your first 2 minutes when you're pitching an idea or a suggestion, you first need to pace and then lead and then make sure that whatever you're saying does not get any objection from your listener or your decision maker. Okay. Here comes tip number 3. Let's go back to it. It's a beautiful day, but I can't see it. It has 2 other components to it. One, it's a logical component. It's a beautiful day. Yep, I can see it, I can hear it, I can smell it. There's evidence, logical. And there is a second component, empathy. Like someone put in the chat just now, right? Someone put in the chat, logic and emotions. There's empathy, all right? Empathy meaning, that person who's blind, I now realize what blind means. I can empathize. Blind means he cannot see what I am seeing, right? So blind is no longer just a logical understanding. Blind has now become a emotional empathy. I can understand it at the empathy level, right? So there's both logic and emotions combination, right? Logic and empathy combination. Now, some of you might say, but you know, this empathy is this feeling thing. Yeah, you feel it here, but it's actually sitting in your brain because our brain is not just logical. Our brain is also holds our emotions. Our emotions are processed in our brain. Logic is also processed in our brain. So influence, ladies and gentlemen, is a whole brain process. It just doesn't happen at the logical level, at the prefrontal cortex. It happens at different parts of our brain. And when we pitch our idea, suggestion, or proposal, we need to make sure it hits both these 2 areas. So that is tip number 3, ladies and gentlemen, which is to put a frame around your idea that has both the logical and the empathy components in it. Right? So let me now share with you those tips that we have spoken about before